Hello guys, welcome to the Gore TCG channel. If you're new here, I don't know what to say to be honest. I mainly prefer to do Shadowverse content because I really like the game, but by the looks of it, game is not in a good spot, and I kind of want to vent that problem. I know a lot of other YouTubers are in the same spot, and I try to keep this video as little as possible. I don't want to make it too long. A little bit about myself. I do own every single card that has come out for Shadowverse. Well, except high rarity cards. But I have a pretty sizable collection. I do have a playset of everything, so I can at least play any craft whenever I feel like it. And for high rarity cards, they're mainly for collection. Same thing with promo cards. And, well, ultimate rare, SP, and whatever other random thing they decided to do. And yeah, sitting here there, I have a bunch of binders from ultimate rare, SLs, and then a bunch of other stuff. I'll probably do a video later in the future about that. But if you see some of my shorts, you will see some promos that I already own, like the Bahamut, the Judge, a couple of Judge promos like the Bell Ringer and the Aegis, and obviously stuff like the Mono Evolve point from top 8. I didn't got to top 8 a couple tournaments that I played, but yeah. I have spent way too much money, as you can see, but this is not the only game that I played. I also play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Vanguard, and in Yu-Gi-Oh! I am currently playing Malice, if I can see. Malice. Malice doesn't get the same treatment as some of my Shadowverse decks, but it might if the game gets into a very oof spot, if you know what I mean. I also play Pokemon, Wage Wards, Card Fight Vanguard, Future, Card Fight Buddy Fight, RIP, Magic the Gathering, and I think I mentioned Pokemon. Pokemon right here. I'm mainly collecting Pokemon right now, but you can kind of see a bunch of other games that I could be making content, but I decided to choose Shadowverse because I really enjoy the game. But yeah. That's pretty much it on all the games and how much I spend it. If you kind of get a little bit, how much I spend it. Now, ever since the game came out, Shadowverse, it's a love and hate relationship. I know Bushira has tried a couple things here and there. For example, they did the Glory Finder bundle that I feel like it was the worst mistake of their life. This stupid thing right here. Even though I bought 2, and I'm looking forward to buy a 3rd one, I feel like it was the worst thing that they have done. Making something related to, similar to Commander, I feel like wasn't the best. I'm not a big fan of it. And I wish all the cards in here were foil. Having a foil mono or a foil like Cthulhu looking dude. I don't know the name. Nightmare or something. That's how forgettable the cards are from Glory Finder for me, because I really don't give a damn. Would have been a little bit more cool for collection wise. So yeah. Good thing that they the new Glory Finder sets that are coming out are getting reprinted, so that's pretty good. But ever since the game came out, I always had this feeling that eventually it will end. Not too fast as Dragonborn. That's another game I used to play. But it will be like Future Card Fight Buddy Fight, where it lasted long enough that game got too freaking broken or things didn't turn out that well. And well, yeah, game is a little bit hard to start playing right now. Ish. A lot of people say that. Sometimes the game is a little bit hard, or you have to wait to a certain period. For example, collabs. Collabs are extremely amazing to start playing the game. That's what I tell my friends if they want to start playing the game. If they want to play Shadowverse, I don't know, they can just grab Uma, or you could just, I don't know, Uma, Idol, or Vanguard that is coming out right now. So, yeah. I started collecting all the cards because I know eventually that day will come. But by the looks of it, it might be soon if Bushiroad doesn't do things correctly. Game is currently like in a coma state, so let's see what happens. World already ended. And yeah, now the next big event is going to be Summerfest. So let's see how that turns out. And we have the Grand Showdowns. That's another thing, but whatever. Paying $40 for me, I don't mind, especially since you get a lot of stuff uh, on the entry. Like that, I don't mind. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I'll pay $40 if I get a bunch of stuff on the entrance. Like any other card game. I think you get like 5 packs from the new set or something, or you get something Pokemon is something like that. I don't even know. I don't remember. But yeah, going into the set release right now, this might be a little bit problematic. That's the other thing. I have bought cases for almost every single set. Uh, well, not every single set, but I did bought for 2, Uma, set 5, set 7, and I already pre-ordered one for set 10 because I am looking forward to all the cards in there. And I feel like all of those sets were meta relevant at a certain point, and I was interested in every single one of them except the idols. I hated the idol ones, but yeah, spending $150 is not the best thing, especially since sets are coming every month, and if you live in the States, I'm pretty sure you will get hit with the tariffs and stuff. So yeah, you're looking at around like $920 per case. Now, that's a month. Like if you starting from Vanguard onward. Uh, Now with the speed up release date, it will suck. Like I said, like I mentioned, it does suck. You're already having your wallet a little bit in a tough spot. Obviously, you don't have to buy it. You could skip Vanguard, or you could skip, I don't know, the Uma set when it comes out, and a bunch of other sets, or you could just buy singles and go from there. Another YouTuber that I forgot the name gave a pretty good example that if you could say, "I will buy singles," yeah, but if the store opens cases and stuff or doesn't get enough product, you know, you're going to get to a point where the stores are not going to open uh, cases or boxes for singles because it's not worth it. That's pretty much it. Shadowverse is one of those games that once a person owns their cards, they're not going to get rid of it unless they just want to stop playing the game. For example, me, I only have a simple binder of all the cards that I want to get rid of. Meanwhile, I have way too many cards that that I own and I'm never going to get rid of. And I'll probably take them to my grave. That's pretty much it. And it was stuff like that. So if stores are not going to open product, you're not going to have singles. Therefore, it makes it a little bit harder to even start playing the game or even play the game by itself. So yeah, obviously with the speed up thing, I keep starting the pot in here because I keep getting lost in my thoughts. It's a little bit hard to focus. We have Vanguard, and after Vanguard we get Bullets of Fate. Then we have Seaside Memories, that is a reprint set. You can skip that one if you want. Obviously for collectors, it's a little bit hard. But I'll probably buy a couple boxes and singles from there. And going into the combined sets, that's the big talking point in the community right now. Once we get to the combined sets, some people like it, some people dislike it. We are probably going to close the gap for like 6 months. We're gonna close the gap to 6 months from Japan to here. I don't know why they decided to do 6 months instead all the way. I would rather prefer all the way or 3 months or something more closer than Japan if they were gonna do that. If not, they could have just kept the game like this and let it be on its own like that. Let it be chaos, whatever. I think there's another YouTuber. I think in Indignious. I forgot if I butcher your name. I'm sorry, man. One of the ambassadors. Obviously, the ambassadors are pretty good. Are pretty cool. Mentioned that Digimon had something like that where they just combine sets here and there, but they did it a little bit different. That might be a pretty good way to do it. We have a different meta from a certain point to a certain point, It will be extremely interesting to see how it pans out, and I want to see that, going on. The Uma set, I'm not sure. I think the card pool is not even that big, but I'll probably have to see it again. So that might be another skip. For me, it's not a skip. Yeah. But yeah, back to the combinings of sets. And that's the one thing I want to talk about. Ever since this stupid set came out, I hate it. Set 9. The addition of the structure deck, that I wish it was a structure deck so it was easier for other people to start playing the game, made the ratios all over the place. They were complete shit. I despised them. I only bought a couple boxes and then bought singles from there, but I still ended up spending a good chunk of money when it came out. What does that mean? Well, if you combine the sets and you keep the same ratios, that's a problem. Hopefully that doesn't happen. If Bushiro, for X or Y reason, you're watching this, the marketing dude or whatever the fuck you are or whatever you're gonna do, make sure you fix the ratios that you're combining sets. That's the one thing. A lot of people are saying that. Even I left a comment in a Facebook post that they did. I think I was the first person as soon as they came out saying like that will affect the market on TCG players and other websites. People will probably start selling cards for higher because the demand is high, but there's not enough product because people are not opening it. It sucks. It sucks when it's like that. And well, yeah, if you're gonna do that, please make sure that you fix the ratios. Hopefully they fix the ratios, and it doesn't happen like in China, where I think set 4 and set 5 got combined, and yeah, ratios were all pretty bad. So if they do that, it's gonna be very hard to get cards, to get singles. The card pool is going to be bigger for one box, so it will suck a lot. One thing that I'll recommend, obviously a lot of people are already said it, that is like, yeah, just increase the ratios of cards. I don't know, from 4 legendaries per box to 8 and 2 SLs, and make make, I don't know, 16 packs instead of 12. That could work. I don't know. Same thing with the foils. 2 foils to 2 to 4 foils per box, because in the last set I did saw that we were only getting 1 foil per box, and it really sucks. So yeah, that thing is one option for sure. A lot of people will understand it. My other thing, I'm not sure if a lot of people will like that one, is if you just keep the sets separate but release them the same day. What I mean by that is that you have set 12 and then set 13. And then same thing with the other ones. So in case someone just needs stuff from the Machina set, you can just buy set 12. I think it's set 12 that has the Machina stuff. So set 12 or set 13. They buy that box or a case of that box and they get whatever they want. It's a pretty good solution, right? And then go from there. Because I know a lot of people might skip some sets here and there. So it makes it easier on some people's wallet to do that. But it's still going to be a little bit hard for collectors to, get everything. At the end of the day, it's a little bit hard to keep the community satisfied. That's going to be a big problem for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much one thing that comes to my mind. If you release both sets separate and all that stuff, it makes it easier for open 8 tournaments. That might suck for sure, but yeah, it's a little bit hard. Game is currently in a very weird spot. Obviously, if you take my advice and do the set separate, make sure you also adjust the ratios so it's a little bit more satisfying to buy a box, so you're not throwing money and taking an L. In the last set, some used NSLs are worthless to a certain point. For example, Marduk being like $15 right now, and other cards like that. I think the only cool card is Faust or something, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. So yeah, make like just Bushiroad, if you're watching this, just make the current product that is coming out, uh like, just make the community want to buy the deck, like the product, like structured decks if you want to do it, or anything. Just make it like, here, buy it from me. Like, it's good, it's satisfying, like making sure it's satisfying to open, and you're not wasting too much money. If you really like the community and you want to keep the game afloat and everything, just try to make sure that you keep the community satisfied, because if you don't do it, then you basically pretty much don't have a community and don't have people, and there goes the entire game. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I did talk a bunch of nonsense. Main language is not English half the time. It's currently 5 a.m. in the morning. The sun is probably gonna come out later. So yeah, I just wanted to rant about it and everything. So yeah, subscribe if you like the content. Subscribe if you want to see more random shit about me. And I don't know, the VTuber that is current cryostasis and stuff. And yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning into the Gorit TCG channel and my random rant. This was Gus talking about the current situation of the Shadowverse. So yeah, thanks for watching and peace.